Ho, ho, ho. Merry Stressmas.
Yeah, that's about it, isn't it?
Oh
In
my God.
many different ways, because as you can see, I was supposed to be back at home today,
I
but
know.
the bedroom studio is still behind me. I'm
I
still in
know.
Calgary.
How
I feel
come
like,
it's not an airport behind you?
I feel like I'm stuck in a time warp or something because what happened was I was supposed to fly out yesterday to be home for today, get to the airport, get through everything, sit. All of a sudden, the plane has been, oh my God, what's the word? I can't even think today. It's been delayed
Mm,
an hour, so that's fine. Then the plane's delayed another hour. And then all of a sudden, the flight's completely canceled because of technical issues, which I'm assuming the plane is broken.
mm.
So the flight's canceled. So then it's like a scramble to go get your luggage off the carousel, which I should have been picking up in Ottawa, not back in Calgary.
Mm.
I'm like, "Oh my god," then go try and get it rebooked. Well, they had rebooked it for me, but to go to from Calgary to Edmonton to Toronto to Ottawa,
Oh
which
boy.
I just needed a straight flight. That's what I wanted. And then I'm following the flight. I think it got into Ottawa about 4 o'clock in the morning. So
Oy.
then who would have picked me up? I'm like, oh, good Lord, everything happens for a reason. So that's why I'm flying out tomorrow
Mm.
to try this all over again.
Oh God. Oh,
But
I hope.
yeah, I'm like,
What's
I was
better that than a broken plane in the air, right?
a broken plane in the air or being stuck in Ottawa airport at 4 o'clock in the morning with no way back to Cornwall. So I was like, oh my God, yeah, everything happens for a reason. But I don't know, I'm tired and having to psych myself up for a flight in the first place that didn't happen. And now I'm going to do it again tomorrow. But hopefully, touch wood, I'm
Yeah.
home tomorrow at maybe 5 in the evening.
Oh,
We'll
that's
see.
good. That's
But
good.
but
We've
everything happens
we've
for a
missed
reason.
you,
Oh, well, that's good to know. I know
but
my mom's missed me too and everything. And I
of
know Sheldon
course.
says the cats are missing me. And he had got them all excited yesterday because mommy was coming home.
Oh.
But
And then
anyway,
mommy didn't come.
everything happens for a reason. But what is going on with this new pandemic? How's this part
Oh
of
my
everything
God,
happens for a reason?
I don't know about you guys, but I am so freaking done. I'm so tired. I'm
Mm,
exhausted. I'm like, I feel like we're back in March 2020 and everything is starting
mm-hmm,
over again and we've done everything. We've done the freaking vaccines, we've social distance, we've worn the masks,
mm-hmm.
I am totally, totally exhausted.
I think we all are.
Yeah.
Like I say, stuck in a time warp that we can't seem to
I
get
was
out
I put on
of.
my Facebook post on Saturday. I feel like it's freaking Groundhog Day and I'm waking up on the
Mhm,
same day every freaking day, you know?
mhm,
And
mhm,
this is worse than we've ever seen. Like this new variant is just spreading like wildfire. I've read yesterday that it's more contagious than measles. It
mm,
is the most contagious virus they've ever seen.
mhm.
Anyways, from the article I've seen, and and yesterday they were saying that it is not milder than Delta.
Oh my
So
goodness.
it's worrisome, and we're doubling the numbers every 2 days and a half. I think it is.
Mhm,
Last week, if you look at the numbers, we had like 1,400 one day, and then the next day we had 2,200, and
mhm.
then the next day we had 3,100, and then yesterday we had 4,200. Like
Wow.
it's really, really spreading fast. I think anybody who doesn't get this variant is going to be the exception. I think
Mhm.
we're all gonna get it at some point.
Yeah, I know Sheldon and I were talking about that the other day too, and he said the way it's spreading, everybody will end up getting it.
Yeah,
You can't
yeah,
avoid it.
Exactly. It's like, and then you just wonder, why don't we just throw out the towel and just, throw in the towel and just go get it and then we're done with it. But it's not like that. You can get reinfected and
Mhm.
anyway.
And if you get
It
it, you
just,
don't know.
just when we saw the light at the end of the tunnel, now the light is gone. It's oh, she's getting a phone call.
No, I don't know what that
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
is.
Anyway, so yeah, so
I
I'm
know.
I'm discouraged. It's not it and just before the holidays, it kind of
Mhm.
sucks. And how about you people? Are you changing your holiday plans because of this new uh game changer? Is it going to look different in your house? Are you I saw a a funny picture yesterday. It had Christmas 2021, and then there was a whole bunch of people around the dinner table, and they were all wearing hazmat suits,
Jeez.
and it feels like that's what it is, like we're confined to our little bubble here, and anyway, it's just depressing.
Yeah, it is because things were starting to look up and change, and now
Yeah,
we're back.
I was kind of like doing my thing, going back to, I felt better because now I had my two. I was vaccinated, so I had some protection, and
Mhm.
I'm like, okay, well, I can start, meeting with clients again, and start to try to expand my business a little bit in Ottawa, and then all that is just, now I don't feel like going to Ottawa. It's like it's really bad over there. It's hot. Ottawa is one of the areas that are pretty heavily impacted.
Yeah, well,
Kingston too.
maybe that's just a good thing that I didn't fly into Ottawa and have to sit around the airport waiting for someone to get me. This way, it's like I'll fly in tomorrow and then just get
Yeah,
out and go home.
yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely changed. I did go to a restaurant here though.
You did.
Yeah,
Wow.
Christopher took me out to dinner at Boston Pizza.
Okay.
He was so excited. I was nervous. Of course, you got to show your proof of vaccination. But here's the
Mhm.
good part: we were the only people in the restaurant.
Well, there you go.
There was another table like way in the back when we got there. They
Mhm.
left. Actually, a mother and daughter came and they were like way at the other side. And then we had the whole restaurant to ourselves.
There you go.
So I felt pretty comfortable because that's
Mhm.
what I was saying too, like if there's lots of people in there, I don't feel safe
Yeah.
even taking my mask off to eat. But there was just me and him
Well,
for the
that's
most
good.
of it. So yeah, it was okay. It was fine. But here again, because I think Alberta's smaller than Ontario, the numbers are not as bad. But
Mhm.
the population's smaller too, so
Yeah, it is. I think yesterday. Let me check. I'm
check
looking
the
at
Alberta.
Alberta. Where is my thing here? Here we go. So if we go to the most hit provinces, we're looking at, okay, so Nova Scotia is in bad shape right now too.
Oh
It's
my
they're
god.
starting they're getting really high numbers for their province because their province
Mhm.
is kind of,
Small.
so Alberta, I don't think is reporting on the weekend. Ontario had 4177, Quebec had 3846. And if I look at Alberta, on the 17th, they had 553 cases. But if we look at a week ago, they were at about 240.
Hmm.
So they doubled, about just about doubled in a week.
Mhm.
Um, and yeah, like I said, this thing is it's exponentiating really, really fast. It's yeah. Look at the numbers in Ontario, for example. If I give you the numbers for the last um, week. So what are we today? The 20th. So if I'm looking
Mhm.
at the 13th, on the 13th we were at 1536, and yesterday 4177 in one
Mm.
day. So yeah, it's worrisome. And
It
I like
is.
my son's got his first vaccine, but he still doesn't have a second
Mhm.
dose. And now they're saying that this variant, 2 doses is not enough to protect you. It's only efficient. Well, it's enough to protect you from hospitalization. They say
Mhm.
about 70% against hospitalization and 30% from getting it. And then if you get the booster, you're back up to about 70% not getting it and 90% or 85% hospitalization. So I got my booster on Saturday.
Mhm.
That was quite the story because they announced, so the government, like always, just looked at what was going on in the world, and instead of acting
Mhm.
swiftly, they just waited, right? So when they were seeing everything that was happening in the UK and in South Africa, they could have said, okay, well, let's go ahead and push for the boosters like
Mhm.
now. Let's really put people, like the needles in people's arms, like now, so they're protected. But
Mhm.
they waited and waited and waited for 2 weeks, and waited until it was here, and now they're panicking and trying to get all this done like super quickly.
Mhm.
Anyway, so they announced that the boosters were available to 50 and up, and then they announced they were opening up today to 18 and up.
Mhm.
And then they added a whole bunch of clinics and like mass immunization clinics like they had at the Benson Center
Yep.
initially, because that was all done. So they've planned others, but then you would go on the website and try to find a place, and there was never anything available. Like a lot of people were saying,
Jeez.
well, I can't freaking book anywhere. Or you called the pharmacy and you couldn't find anything until January, the end of January. It was like insane. So the first time I booked, I was scheduled for January 11th, and I'm like, wow,
Mhm.
that's really far away. I wish I could find something closer, like
Mhm.
before Christmas, even if it was possible. So I mean,
Mhm.
I was calling pharmacies. I spent like a lot of time going back and forth. Finally found an appointment for this Friday on the 24th at Shoppers Drug Mart. So I booked for Shoppers Drug Mart
Mhm.
for the 24th, but I still was wishing that it would be earlier. So then, every day I would log into the Ontario appointment website to see if I could find something closer.
Mhm.
And so finally I found something for, I think it was for today, um in Ottawa, not in Cornwall. There's nothing
Mhm.
available in Cornwall, but in Ottawa for today. And so I booked that and I changed that. And then they announced that they were opening big, massive immunization clinics at the EY Center for Saturday and Sunday. They added those 2 clinics. So I went back again and I rescheduled again. So I scheduled this thing like 4 times,
Jeez.
but finally I got an appointment for Saturday, and I got my booster on Saturday.
And you went to Ottawa, where there's a huge number of people with it.
Yeah, but it was like, it's so big. Like the EY
Yeah.
center is so massive. It's like really, I didn't feel, and everybody was distanced. There's like nobody
Mhm.
around us, and I didn't feel any, like
Good.
the ceilings are like super high. Like there's a lot of
Mhm.
ventilation in there.
Mhm. Well,
But
that's
I'd be
good.
curious to know, like they're doing studies now, but I'd be curious to know like just um how it is so much more infectious, like what makes it so much more infection if infectious. Does it
Mhm.
stay in the air longer? Does it, like I don't know how it works.
Yeah, it's not a good time.
No. Sorry, we're kind of bleh this morning, people.
And
We're
I don't have the picture of the dog smiling because it's at home.
yeah. Yeah, it's just a bad time.
Yeah, because everybody was looking forward to things. I mean, we'll never get back to normal, but kind of relatively getting back to normal, but yeah,
Well,
this has put a damper on things again.
they're saying that this thing is going to become an endemic at some point where it's just going to be like the flu. Well, where is some point?
Mm,
Where is that point? Like, I don't know, man. I just know that it's 2 years. And I'm
mhm.
listening to Ford, and he's like, my friends, uh Ontario is strong, and we've done this before, and we'll do it again, and we're asking you just to give just a little more. Like, every single time he's like, we're asking you, I know Ontarian have sacrificed so much, and we're asking you to just give a little more. Like, well, okay, but at some point we're empty, we have no
Mhm.
more to give.
Yeah.
Like, anyway.
Talking about getting empty, it's so cute because my daughter, she's got 4 kids in the house, and so where I'm used to 3 cats and quiet, this
Mm.
house is far from quiet. Anyway, she says every night she has a shower and she's almost empty. Like you said, with Ford, almost empty of energy and everything. So she has a shower. Visually, she's so funny. She says, I unplug my feet and I drain the rest of what's left of my energy out, which is usually just a hair of black because it's all used up. She says, and then I visualize new energy, glitter, a bright color coming in through the top of my head and filling me all the way back up for the
Oh,
next
wow.
day. I thought that's so cute. So she says, and then I'm all ready for the next day again to
Oh, that's
face the
cute.
day. Yeah, she says, I usually visualize a very nice bright color. I said, well, what color usually? She goes, lately it's been glitter. She says,
Mm,
I'm full of glitter to face the next day. Yeah, she's super positive. Like,
that's cute.
yeah, I thought that
I'll
was
have to
cute.
try that. I'll have to try Katrina's tip.
Yeah, her remedy to revitalize and get her new energy, and all the glitter comes all the way through her body from her head to her toes.
Yeah,
She's full up again.
that's cute.
Yeah,
All right. Well, we're here today because we are doing our big draw.
for the $250 cash.
$250 cash. So throughout the months of November and December, we had a contest going at 8 stores.
Hmm.
And they were my
Okay, I'll
lease.
try and remember because I don't have it in front of me. I haven't even seen the December issue yet. So we
Mm.
had Harvest, Terry Lynn's Boutique, Squire Shop, Celtic Treasures, Bud's Records, Gordon Jewelers, The Purple Broomstick. I'm trying to think. What's the last one?
Did
There's
you
one
say
more.
Celtic?
Yeah, I
Celtic
did.
treasures?
Oh
Hold
Lord,
on.
I
Let
can't
me
remember.
just go to Furniture Village.
Furniture Village. Yeah, so every time you shopped at one of these places, you would see the little Santa ballot box on the counter. You'd get instructions, you'd go and enter your name in the draw. And how many names did we pick?
5 from each place. So the initial, because there was about 200 names altogether that came
Yeah.
in. So we picked 5 from each location,
Mm-hmm.
and those went to the big wheel. So they were randomly selected and
Mm-hmm.
put on the big wheel. And then we're going to do an elimination. It's going to take a little bit of time, but we're going to do elimination. And the last man standing will be the winner of the $250 cash. And the store that their name is associated to will also get $250 of advertising for
Mm-hmm.
free. All right, so let's get going because it's going to take some time. There's a lot
It
of names
is.
on there.
There's a lot of names.
Yep. Let's do elimination.
I can't hardly, well, yeah, I've got my glasses on. I can't read them.
Okay, this takes a long time to remove. Let me see if I can fix this because, hold on.
Do,
Let me just see if I can fix the remove because it takes a long time to remove, I find. Okay. All right, let's share again. I'll do full
Still.
screen. All right.
Oh, well, hopefully you can see them better because I see them small. I'll have to look close.
Valerie Stanley, you're out.
Okay. Oh, yeah, it comes up after, so that's good. Ooh. Oh.
Melody Emer, out.
Oh. And good. It tells you the store too.
Yep.
Oh, Darlene Turner. Oh.
Faye Brene.
Yeah, so it does everything automatically. We don't do anything.
All right.
Karen Dewar.
Karen, sorry. Sandra Lalone.
Landra. Yeah, we have a lot more stores this year, so it's pretty packed in there.
Yes, it is. Sylvain Ladouceur. Devon.
Ooh. Oh,
Shannon, you're out. Melanie Dixon is out. It's so exciting.
it is.
Matt LeDrew.
Matthew.
Aw, Dean, you're
Dean
out.
Fraser. I'm talking quietly because here it's like 8:20. Everybody's still quiet.
Mm. Robert McDonald. All right, we're getting there, people. We're getting there.
Oh, it might be another half hour, but
Oh,
Lauren.
lots of name, lots of participation this year. It's
It
nice to
was
see the
really, it was nice.
yeah, it's nice to see people support our local. Lindsay, you're out. Local stores
Yeah.
for Christmas. Gordon.
Gordon. Julie Sampson. Karen Greer. Still lots of names left.
Yeah.
Tracy Rosen. Michelle. I can't pronounce it, so I won't.
Oh, Brian Smith.
Oh,
I wish we could see better which stores are still in the run, but it kind of hidden. Janine
Jenny
Lalone.
Lalonde. Yeah, it's so early. The coffee machine's not even running yet here. I'm dying for my coffee. Judy Grand.
Lorraine.
Lorraine, Sophie Belfry. I remember the
Oh,
olden
it's getting
days where
close.
we dug around in the ballot
Mm.
bags.
Hmm. Those were the days.
Yeah.
We're all alone.
Yeah, well, you did it manually,
Hmm.
pulling the ballots out.
There was no scare of viruses back
Debbie
then.
Bad Bois. Yeah, because we would be in the same room doing it, digging around in the bags, and oh my goodness, pulling out 5 names from each bag.
Hmm.
Manon McConnell.
Yeah, there's about, I would say 10 names left now,
Yeah.
so that's gonna be soon, people. Francis Racine, you're out.
Oh,
Sharon,
Sharon. Oh, Sharon. Yeah.
Brianna Sleeper. All right, 7 names left.
Okie dokie. This is getting exciting. Bobby Witherspoon. Charlene Allaire.
Okay, so we have Jennifer
Ooh,
Carruthers, Amy Todd, Jeanette Jarveau, Kathleen Lewis, and Josie Conink left on the wheel.
oh,
Ooh, Jeanette, you're
Jeanette.
out.
Jennifer.
3 names.
Wow.
Ooh, Jose, you're out. And
Ooh,
it is between Kathleen Lewis and Amy Todd. So one is from Harvest. The other one, I think, is Terry Lynn's Boutique. I'm not
okie
sure.
dokie.
I see T. But let's see who.
Ooh, last man
Oh,
standing gets it.
man standing. The last man standing is
Oh,
Amy Todd. And the store that gets the $250 is Harvest.
congratulations.
Awesome. So, Amy, we will get the money to you some point this week. Let me just
Mhm.
remove this. When Mai-Liis is back in town, she can coordinate with you and
Yes.
you will get your cash and Harvest. Congratulations. Your advertising is free for this year's contest. And
Wow.
Harvest. This is Linda right here. She had a lot of beautiful Christmas trees. There's still time, I'm sure.
Yeah, and I've been gone pretty well most of December. I haven't even seen the hard copy issue yet. I'm so excited.
Yeah. All right. I think I'm kind of delayed again, but I'm okay. All right. So,
I'm trying to
anything
back off.
happening?
No, that's just it. What is happening with the new restrictions? I know we're down to 50% capacity again in a lot of
Yes.
places.
Yes.
I know here, I mean, here, there's small stores that are like that too. We actually went to Banff on
Oh, did you?
Saturday. Yeah, because apparently that's the place to go. Oh, are you
Yeah.
still there?
I'm still here. I'm just delayed
Yeah, a little
for
bit.
some
Yeah.
reason. Not sure
It
why.
was beautiful. The mountains. Oh my God, Julia, like my daughter says, they're breathtaking. They're just huge. but the weather was there was so many snow squalls on the road. It was super windy.
Mhm.
It was so windy that it literally picked my youngest, picked up Christopher, and he fell down, and he fell down on rocks, and he
Oh.
cut. I felt so bad, like he cut all his hair,
Uh-huh.
and he ended up having to pick rocks out of his hands because he's
Oh my god.
diabetic, of course. So he's always got that fear that he can get infections.
Yeah.
So luckily, my daughter had polysporin. She had we had, of course, alcohol wipes because of sanitization, and he spent half the ride there trying to pick up rocks out of his our
Oh.
hands. Yeah, so that wasn't good, but that's how strong the wind was. It pretty well pushed him down. Because
Wow.
there's like a little viewpoint we stopped at,
Yeah.
and we get out of the car, and that's what happened. It was
Wow.
crazy, and then the drive, she was, like, both hands on the wheel, white knuckles.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Wow.
thankfully, the roads were clear. There was no ice. It
Mhm.
was, but yeah, it was beautiful, just beautiful. We went to Lake Louise, walked around. It was worth going.
Oh, absolutely. I was there when I was like a kid. I don't remember. And we were supposed to go this summer. Um,
Yeah,
but then John couldn't get enough vacation to make it worthwhile because it's
yeah,
quite the drive, right?
yeah,
So we ended up going to the Maritimes, which turned out to be like beautiful anyway. So it's
yeah.
a good thing we
Well,
did
if
it.
if you wanna drive to Calgary, my daughter did it. She drove back one year, and it was, I think she did 8, 9 hours, and it took, I think, almost 5 days.
Hmm.
But, I mean, they stopped. She had kids in the car, so they stopped quite a bit. You
Yeah,
can't
and
really
that's the
just
thing
drive
too. We
through.
have to when we plan a trip, we have to plan for that too because we have three kids in the car,
Yeah, you
so
can't
we
go
stop
straight through.
often. Yeah, yeah.
It's a long drive. I mean, as much as I don't like flying, 4.5 hours flight sounds a lot better than 36 hours in a car. So, and then in the
But we're
winter,
used to it because we do it
yep,
for Texas all the time. But still, it's
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. But
it's a
no, it was beautiful. We got back, and I've got lots of pictures. I'll post. I'm gonna do my out and about article for this for January about December. Obviously, it's gonna be more over here because
because you
that's
were
why
there.
I went, because I'm here. But
Yeah.
again, it was nice to spend time with my 2 children. I mean, I don't know if how many people know, because I didn't really post much yet, but my oldest son sadly passed away suddenly from a massive heart attack on the 24th of November, completely unexpected. And that's why I'm here, because we had his funeral. And, just because obviously he was here for the last 2 years, and Katrina and Christopher got to spend a lot of time with Christian. And
Hmm.
just watching, all the little videos they made of him and stuff. As hard as it is, because he's not here, just a second, I'm
Oh.
trying not to cry, but yeah, it was comforting.
Yes, yes. You need family in this time. It was
Yeah,
good for you to go and be with
yeah,
your other kids, and yeah,
mhm.
it's hard when it's sudden like that.
Yeah, because, again, my dad passed away October 3rd, but he had cancer, so we knew,
Yeah,
and we had time, but this, it was like I talked to him Monday evening, and Tuesday evening he was gone.
yeah,
It was just crazy.
yeah.
But, and
It's
it kind of makes you realize that life is precious, treasure every minute of it, and treasure every minute with those who are around you, because you just don't know.
yeah,
You have no
yeah.
idea.
It's literally one day you're here, the next you're not.
Yeah,
It's just like
literally.
in the blink of an eye. It's that's also one thing that's been really throughout the pandemic and lately even more so because of what you've been going through. It's
Mm,
just it's been really making me question like life and what's all this big thing that we call life, and what is it all about? Like, why are we here and then we're not? And it's just,
yeah.
I don't know, like that is a hard pill to swallow.
And then also, like, now it's like, well, what comes after? Like, where, saying, well, Christian's in, another plane and he's busy and he's visiting all the people that have gone on that journey before him. And
Mhm.
like, we don't really know.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping, I know it's kind of silly, but I'm hoping in a dream at some point he'll come and tell me he's okay. I know he is. I
Yeah.
know he is. So he's
Yeah.
with my dad and like my youngest, like Christopher said, Christian and dad and grandpa fishing and probably going to the casino.
Mm.
But no fear of COVID wherever he is.
Oh, yeah.
They
It
don't have
would
to
be.
worry about that.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good.
Yeah,
Anyways.
the way my sister-in-law said too, like, here the colors are all dull and gray, and then the next life they're all bright and warm, and she says that's what kind of she's understood from anybody that's gone over and come back.
Hmm.
It's bright colors and peaceful, and who
Yeah.
knows?
Yep. Yep. Anyways, one thing is certain is that you gotta hug the ones you love and
Yep,
cherish your family and live every moment to
exactly.
to the best you can. Like
Exactly.
suck everything out of life.
Yeah, don't worry about the past, don't worry about the future, live in the present. Because basically
Exactly.
that's what's guaranteed, right?
Yeah, that's the only thing that's guaranteed is this very moment.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Jesus, we're not, come on, let's motivate ourselves here.
Yeah. It's a hard time to be motivated now,
It is.
It's just I usually I usually always find something to, kind of hold on to
Hmm.
and attach myself to. And um I've been having a really hard time to hold on to whatever, you know,
I know.
to find something to hold on to.
At this point, yeah.
Yeah.
And we can't, I
Anyways,
mean, even discussing events, which we usually do at this point, it's kind of hard because we don't
there's
even know
nothing.
what's going on. I'm thinking that the A Light at Night at Upper Canada Village is probably still running because it's outside.
Hmm.
But I mean, again, folks, I've got so a few notes here, but if you need to know, get a hold of uppercanadavillage.com and check it out because with the restrictions, we don't know.
Yeah. So a light, not a light, the what's it called? The
Holiday Sparkle.
Holiday Sparkle was canceled over the
Yeah,
weekend because of the new restrictions,
yeah.
and yeah, so now they're saying that it's 10 people maximum gathering, so there's
Mhm,
a limit, and everybody is back at 50%, restaurants and movie
mhm.
theaters and everything, which makes sense to me. Like I think it should have probably stayed at 50% for a little while longer, but
But
I
who
mean,
knows? That means, so New Year's Eve parties. Oh, Merry Christmas, girl, sending you sunshine and warmth from Florida.
yeah, good. And we need sunshine. That doesn't help. Like the darn weather for me,
Mhm.
it makes a whole difference. Ever since we moved the time, like I've been depressed. Like this time change just throws me out of whack completely.
Well, because it gets dark so much sooner and it just
Yeah.
seems dreary during the day. Yeah, right now too, there's not much sunshine going on,
Yeah.
but again,
We got a snowstorm, mini snowstorm
oh,
here
did
on
you?
Saturday finally, and I think now it's here to stay cuz I don't know if you've heard, but last week we had like 60, I think it was 16 degrees out there
Yeah, yeah. Sheldon's
in
been
the middle
keeping
of the
me up.
week. It's like,
He's
wow.
been keeping me updated. Well,
Yeah.
since when I got here, there was snow on the ground
Mhm.
and it hasn't left. It's still
Yeah.
here. We had a few minus 25s in the evenings.
Yuck.
It was pretty breezy, but like I say, the wind flurries that we had when we went to Banff, that was crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, it was strong enough to push you over, which it did. Poor Christopher. But I do have a quick, unique stocking stuffer idea. The
Okay.
Merry Christmas Cornwall scratch and win tickets. Have you seen them around? Obviously, I haven't because
No, I
I've
have
been in
not.
Calgary all month, but they started December 15th and they're valid till March 31st, 2022. So to get a list of participating merchants, you'll just go to cornwalltourism.com and you can see all the stores that are taking part. So you can pick up your scratch and win tickets and put it in somebody's stocking. So that's kind of a neat idea.
Yeah, it is.
You can win
Cool.
local presents.
All right. So go
Yeah.
and get your scratch tickets.
Yeah, and don't forget the parking restrictions are still in effect till March as well. So there's
Mhm.
no parking on any streets allowed between 1 a.m. and 7 a.m.
Okay.
They have to have the streets clear to get rid of the snow when it falls, right?
Yeah, yeah. Hopefully we'll have a short winter. That'll be nice. Like I would love for winter to be from December 24th all the way to December 26th.
I knew you were going to say that, yeah. And then on the 27th, we're back in springtime.
Yep, that'd be great.
Not sure if that's going to happen the way you want, Julia.
I don't think so. All right, My-Liis. Well, that was a nice chat today. I think we're gonna call it quits because there is nothing positive to think about.
And I don't
So
have that picture of the smiling dog to flash at us because it's back in the
exactly.
office in Cornwall. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, we want to end the show on a positive note and a bit more energized. So
Yeah, we'll wish you a very, very Merry Christmas. We're probably not going to be here next week because it's we're going to take a break between the holidays.
mhm.
But watch for the next issue for January, and we'll see you in the new year. Have yourself a great day.
And a super duper week. Bye.
Bye.